Welcome back to Red Devils TV, the realest channel on YouTube, and the Premier League is finally back. Football starts tomorrow, especially for United. United versus Fulham kick off the 24-25 Premier League season, and if United win, we'll be top of the league, and hopefully we can continue that for the rest of the season. I have high hopes for this season. The signings we've brought in under Ineos are absolutely incredible. When have United ever made 4 signings before the Premier League starts? I'm very excited for the start of this season. But anyway, speaking of new signings, Xerxes, De Ligt, Mazraoui, who's going to start for United? And it's tough because I do believe Xerxes is going to start. We'll get onto the front three dilemma in a moment, but Xerxes for me has to be involved. I don't think he'll necessarily start, but I do believe he will be involved. De Ligt has to start. I mean, unless Ten Hag wants to take the risk by playing Maguire or Johnny Evans, De Ligt has to start. He's been in training for the last couple of days. And same with Mazraoui. You know, Luke Shaw's injured, so unless Ten Hag is going to trust someone like Harry Amas to play at left back or switches Diogo Dalot to left back and Mazraoui to right back, that's the only difference I can see. But I do feel like De Ligt and Mazraoui are definitely going to be involved. De Ligt for me is like 90% going to start. I'd say Mazraoui is more 70%. I'd say about Xerxes being about 50% because we haven't seen much of Xerxes, and the hype around Xerxes kind of died down a little bit. But I hope he's involved. I'm going to the game tomorrow. I can't wait. So if any of you are coming to it and you're watching this, then come down. We'll do some interviews. Get on yourself on the channel and all that jazz. But the front three dilemma is what I want to talk about. And it's hard because Ten Hag has now got options, which we haven't had throughout his time at United. You know, we've finally got 4-5 quality forwards that can make a difference. You know, you've got Rashford when Rashford's on form, he's absolutely outstanding. You've got the rising star of Garnacho, you've got Ahmad, you've got the likes of Xerxes, Højlund, who's injured, but then you've also got Anthony and Sancho. Like, fans really don't rate Sancho and Anthony. I'm one of them as well, but they are still quality footballers and would absolutely smash us on a 1v1, and they are very quality footballers. But like I said, tonight's got a massive decision to make. So I'll start off with how I think United are going to set up, and I think we're going to set up with how we played during pre-season, with the same formation being the 4-2-3-1 formation, and then obviously as the game progresses and how we change when it comes to defending in momentum and when it comes to the transition in attack, like the formation is going to change. So this is the formation that I would personally choose. And I'd personally choose Onana in net with Mazraoui and Dalot as the fullbacks. I'd prefer to have Dalot at the right back because while we're moving our player of the season, who was a player of the season last season, to out of position, I know we can play at left back, but Mazraoui is coming into the team. He needs to earn his place. And for me, Dalot at right back and Mazraoui as the left back. De Ligt and Martinez as the centre backs. I never thought I'd be saying that partnership in real life. It feels like that's what you'd use in a FIFA team. You know, I'm just over the moon with signed De Ligt. I can't wait to see him play. The midfield option is a tricky one. And for me, I'd personally go with Casemiro, Kobbie Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes, because I'm just thinking about what we're going to do with Mason Mount as well, and what's Ten Hag going to do with Mason Mount, because Mason Mount, it's a strange signing that we made last season, and you know, it just doesn't make sense in my opinion. So how's Ten Hag going to fit Mason Mount into the team as well? But yeah, that's the midfield three that I would personally choose. And the front three, that's the tricky one. I do believe it's going to be Garnacho. I'd say Rashford through the middle, and then Mason Mount on the right wing. Now, if it was up to me, I'd be starting Xerxes, Garnacho and Ahmad as my front three. But this is about what Ten Hag's going to choose. And I feel like that, you know, either Mason Mount as a right winger or Bruno Fernandes as a false nine, and then Mount moves to midfield, Bruno as the false nine, and you've got Rashford and Garnacho on the wings. I think with the way we played against Man City in the Community Shield, that's the type of team we're going to go for. But Martinez, I don't think will play at left back. I think he'll be back in the centre half position next to someone like De Ligt. But that's my team. That's what I would go for. So just to confirm, it'd be Onana in there, Dalot and Mazzola as the fullbacks with Martinez and De Ligt. You'll have Casemiro, Mainu and Bruno Fernandes as the midfielders, but switch Mount instead of Bruno Fernandes. Make Bruno Fernandes the false 9 right forward, and then have Rashford on the left wing and Garnacho on the right wing. Is it what I would do? No, but that's a team I think Erik Ten Hag is going to go for. But no, let's talk about the dangers of Fulham. Now, this is their 3rd season in the Premier League since they've come back up from the Championship, and you know, I'm not too keen on Fulham. You know, they're a bit like a bogey team for United. I never enjoy a fixture when I'm watching United versus Fulham because it's so head to head and they're very, very aggressive. And I feel like that with what Marco Silva has done, he turned him from that relegation team that was up and down in the Championship to the Premier League constantly into an established mid-table team. And Fulham fans must love Marco Silva, and with the signing of Smith Rowe and other signings that they've made, and they've already got quite a decent team, I would say it's going to be a tough game. But I'm confident with how United played in that Community Shield and what I've seen throughout pre-season. I'm looking forward to it, and my score prediction is going to be 3-1 to United. And let me know in the comments down below on your score predictions. But I feel like United can get a strong start to the season, and obviously, if we win, we'll be top of the league because we're the first game of the season. So everyone screenshot it. Like, let's hope we win because it's key. We need to win, in my opinion. So, because kicking off the start of the season is crucial. Like, a lot of fans are doubting us for what we can do in the Premier League this season. I know we can get top 4 if we're injury free. So let's just hope that we can just keep on going and stay consistent and just try and keep injury free, because that's the tough part at the end of the day. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video, comment down below on how excited you are to see the Premier League start, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.